on top of being an individual contributor coming from a student to the workplace, you said kanina na there is a misconception depending on the field na AI is being used, no? So, for example, in social media, diba, marami tayong content creators, diba?
Right.
So, yung mga content creators, ang daming nagkakalat na pwedeng art na gawa nila or a skit that they made using AI, right? And this may or may not confuse or be like a seed of misinformation to people. So, paano ba madedetermine ng viewer, or ako, this audience ako, paano ko madedetermine na this is AI and this is the reality? Because it's now being blurred
Confusing.
by what AI can do. Paano nyo yun, kumbaga, ini-inform yung mga estudyante, lalo na misinformation is abound?
That is, nung nabasa ko actually yung question, it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, don't know how to answer the question kasi there are also times, kahit tayo that we're talking about information literacy now.
Yeah.
Parang, you should be able to decipher which is true and which is fake. Back then, madali because fake news, if it's defamatory, if the statements are not jiving with each other in terms of dates, you should be able to identify. But when you're watching a video that is AI generated, ngayon, lalo ngayon, I have seen AI generated content that is much
Believable.
Mukhang totoo.
And hindi na siya believable, much more sophisticated
Right.
than what mga malalaking companies could do in terms of computer-generated imagery.
And even 'di ba mga politicians na naniniwala sa mga ganun, 'di ba? Like kapag kasi 'di ba may mga kilala tayong mga other politicians
Talk
na
about it.
minsan politicians and mga businessmen na mga nakikita nila online na talagang pininiwalaan nila yung mga videos na yun even though AI generated siya. Like may napanood ako na kung paano ma-spot yung AI kapag ano siya, titignan natin yung characters.
Okay.
Sa characters na yon, titignan natin yung mata. Kapag yung mata nagbabago-bago tapos minsan nagde-deform or what, and even sa kamay, kasi minsan yung kamay ng mga AI nagiging 6, nagiging 7, minsan nagdidikit. Tapos yung sharpness din ng image or ng video. Kasi kapag sobrang naka-HDR siya, tapos kita talaga yung yung parang sobrang
Kita yung pores.
kita yung pores, sobrang pixelated, sobrang ganda ng pagkakagawa. Hindi to the point na hindi na siya realistic. AI yun. And even sa tono ng video. Kasi kapag yung AI, di ba, may certain tune sila na ginagawa na hindi naman ginagawa ng mga totoong tao.
Correct.
Ayun yung mga nalaman kong how to spot AI-generated videos. Na sana makonsider na panoorin nila.
Do you think AI tools can be used to differentiate what's AI from reality?
That is a challenge. Kasi if we're able to produce AI that produces these contents, I believe in the future we'd be able to create
Distinguish
AIs
talaga.
it's the same thing that would identify which is AI generated or not. If I may
Ganda
also add
yun.
to what he was saying kanina, I've read also that if there's no sense of depth in the video that you're watching,
Okay.
that's definitely AI. However, the problem lang with
Sense of depth? What do you
parang yung
mean?
binanggit niya kanina na parang there are parts in the background that are not blurred.
In terms of perspective.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's no sense of depth, which elements are in the foreground and then which elements are in the background. However, the problem lang with AI-generated content, kasi kaya nga siya ginagamit ngayon, the same thing with fake news before. Pero ngayon animated lang siya. The goal is manira ng tao. Defamatory statements. The problem lang is, when we watch these contents, mas nauunahan tayo ng what it is about. So I am not quite so sure if we have time to check on the fingers if they're sick.
I get what you mean.
yeah.
Parang mas focus ka on the story inside the reel or whatever that was.
If the strand of hairs, they are frame by frame, I'm not quite so sure about it. So ang goal talaga natin today is to first of all, is to expose the idea that there are content
That's AI
AI.
generated.
Totoo.
kasi parang hindi, based from the comment sections of the videos that I've watched, parang hindi pa sila, parang ayaw nilang maniwala. Especially kapag may tao. Sabi nga nila, we also have to talk to the older generation as well na, Kasi may tao akala nila totoo.
Yeah,
gets.
totoo.
Kala nila pag cartoons lang or anime or animated stuff. Yun
Yes.
lang.
AI generated, which is scary.
Iba na
nga,
kasi, di ba?
kahit sila mismo naniniwala, and even the younger generation din. Sandwich nga, sabi ko nga, yung information literacy ngayon, the digital divide is not only dividing those who have access to digital tools. Now, information literacy, nagkakaroon na rin tayo kasi the younger generation that is born with AI may not be able to identify which is AI or not.
Right.
And that's also the
Katulad
same
nga
thing
ng
with
game
the older
natin.
generation.
Correct.
Totoo. Pero ngayon, sir, ano ba yung dapat nating gawin para mas maintindihan natin that AI is a thing that we can rely on at para din hindi natin maabuso to sa social media?
What I like about the generation today, may pag-asa ang kabataan. A lot of
Yes.
people would say na parang, naku, abusuin niya ng kabataan. Naabusuin yan if it's not properly layout them kung paano gagamitin si AI. And that's also quite a challenge to educators as well. Whether it be you're in the industry of IT or not. To be able to integrate IT in the subject.
Curriculum.
In the
Yes.
curriculum as well.
Definitely.
In our case, we have subjects like professional ethics, social issues and professional practices.
Yeah.
Now in college, meron sila ngayon yung living in the IT era. Which is also good kasi even other disciplines, business, in education, i-provide na din what the IT industry could do for you.
Right.
Na parang dati, hindi masyado. Parang feeling natin when we talk about IT, it's only just a tool that you could use.
Correct.
Now, it's really a discipline that you can integrate into your industry and then make much more to what
Correct.
you are expected to do
Yeah.
with IT.
Right.
Siguro, parang, Prof. Ken, to really close the episode, no? There's no definitive good or bad that comes
Yes.
from
Yeah.
from IT yung sasabihin ko. AI. Because it's a tool and it's a means to an end or to a goal, no? So parang it really depends on the usage. So I think the challenge for Philippine users now is not just to bridge the education gap,
Yes.
not only the technological divide, but now information and kumbaga technological literacy and proficiency. So parang kailangan yung basics ma-solve mo na agad eh. Kasi nag-a-advance na yung education system, nag-a-advance din yung users mo, nag-a-advance din yung mga estudyante. So parang kailangan properly din matrain yung mga teachers. So I think malaking impact sa mga estudyante kung mga teachers nila can properly guide them in terms of the guidelines in usage of AI. Siguro, I'm gonna pass it off to you muna, James. Kung
Yes.
may
Ako naman
takeaway ka.
siguro yung takeaway ko is kailangan na natin mabuhay kailangan natin mabuhay at harapin ang digital age na to. And accept na nasa new normal na talaga tayo.
Right.
Kasi the more na the more na iniiwasan natin ang AI at nagagalit tayo sa mga taong gumagamit ng AI, mas parang nagiging hypocrite tayo sa...
Yes.
Diba? Nagiging hypocrite tayo na parang...
For the lack of better term.
Diba? Parang okay na. Sige, pwede ka naman gumamit niyan eh. Pero don't rely on it. Kasi you can use AI but at the same time, rely on yourself also. Hindi
In terms of the ideas.
Oo, in terms of ideas and prompting kung ano talaga yung dapat mong gawin. And not totally relying on it. Kasi kapag nag-rely tayo doon, mas nagiging dependent tayo, mas nagiging tamad nga yung mga
Right.
estudyante or what. Pero kung may mga proper guidance sila and kapag skilled and totoong parang may sapat na kaalaman yung mga future educators natin about AI and IT things, di ba? Parang mas matuturuan nila yung mga bata kung paano gumamit nito.
Right.
And kung paano tanggapin na nandito na tayo sa era na to. And with that, mas matututo tayong makapag-adapt sa new era natin. Kasi, eto na, tanggapin na natin.
Correct.
Eto na yung future natin, Hindi na natin to matatanggihan pa. We just have to face it and we should embrace it, di ba? Kasi kapag niyakap mo yung problema, alam mo kung paano solusyonan
Yayakapin
to.
ka rin nun. Charing, joke lang. No, I'm like, just snip it in the bud, no? So one, I think we should develop more thought leaders now. Prof. Ken, sinabi mo kanina na parang yung proficiency, hindi na siya sa galing lang ng paggamit. Sa diversity din ng kaya mong gamitin.
Totoo.
And also the quality of the output that you can use, that you can provide using those tools. I think that's what's gonna set the students apart, especially when they graduate. Kasi the proficiency now, hindi lang siya kung ano yung linya sa resume na kaya mong idagdag. So, on top of that, other than just thought leaders, second thing that we should also focus on is in terms of ethics. So, what does it mean now to give a more purposeful work? 'Di ba? If kaya na siyang gawin ng AI ngayon, ano nang ambag mo? 'Di ba? As a student or as an individual contributor. That's something that the viewers should have to ask for themselves. Kasi ang taas ng exposure mo ngayon sa AI, pero you don't even know what's setting you apart from the skills of an AI, 'di ba? So, upskilling is still a thing, but it has to be directed towards what labor forces or what thoughts or ideas is original to humans. So it could be emotion, it could be creative output, it could be a new process that can be put in place. So the thought should be the idea of the process first, then refinement lang si AI. Dapat ganun yung dinedevelop nating principle sa mga estudyante. And siguro sa education system or sa bansa ngayon, guys, kailangan natin maging adaptive at isipin na hindi lang tayo dapat puro content creators. Yon, sorry just had to say that. Like, we can't just be content creators. Now, you have to think ahead of the game. How can you beat the system? If you yourself who's facing the screen ay kaya ng palitan ng AI,
correct,
what's your additional contribution, right? So, we need to have smarter kids nowadays. So, students, mag-aral kayong maigi. Kaya na kayong palitan ng AI. Wag lang tayo puro TikTok at puro Instagram Reels. I'm sorry, I just had to say it, right?
Thank you. And yun nabanggit kanina yung EP1. Kasi EP1 kanina ba nabanggit nila, as much as you want to butt in na parang, no, there are going to be entry-level jobs that are going to be replaced by AI.
Correct.
Right.
So, if I'm not mistaken, it's also in the US na parang a lot of their students, if they're not underemployed, they are really unemployed.
Correct.
So, most of the tasks that are for entry-level, pinapasok na rin nila dun sa junior. So, parang, I don't think that's going to be the same thing in the Philippines, that you are expecting these new graduates to be able to know these tools and then pay them the same thing.
Correct.
Right.
So it's going to be a partnership between people in the academy and the industry, and then people who are experts in the industry as well. Kasi ngayon, you're not going to pay the person that did that using Photoshop and then that person using AI. And also, if I may add to what you've said kanina, when we talk about AI as well, especially in social media, it has to involve everyone.
Correct.
You can't spell, sabi nga namin, you can't spell inclusivity without IT.
Correct.
Right.
Oh, love that.
Ganun.
Love that. Love that.
You can't spell inclusivity without IT. So, sa family mo lang mismo, usually, kami, pamilya ko, pag may nakikita, naku, AI yan. And then, kailangan, kahit masakit sa ulo, you have to make them understand what AI is. Minsan mahirap na rin siya ipaintindi sa bata. Mahirap na rin siya ipaintindi sa matanda. But you have to tell them that it's fake because in the long run, yun na yung magiging new normal natin. So, kailangan, they should be able to decipher which is true or not. Not just based on technicalities, but also in terms of context.
Correct. And with that, we love Prof. Ken. Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat, Prof. Ken.
Yung daldalan namin ngayon, marami kaming napuno. At sana kayo rin. And of course, thank you so much to hindi mapapalitan ng AI, BP Studios!
Thank you so much, BP Studios!
Iba yung mga tao na hindi, again, yung sense of depth, hindi yan kaya ng AI. Only people in BP Studios can do that.
Maraming
We love
salamat
BP
po.
Studios.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much. And with that, sa bawat usapin, sa bawat issue, kung meron kayong bawat kwento at bawat tanong, may boses tayong mga kabataan.
Sumaling makinig at makiisa dahil ang bawat opinion natin ay mahalaga.
Sabay-sabay nating isigaw sa buong mundo, schoolmates.
May pakialam ka!